All right, good morning, everybody. Today is February 12th. Got my $75 account back up to $75. Only thing that I'm kind of worried about, I got $55 worth of buying power. So I have to save the $5 so that I could have my investments, automatically invest. So I have $50 I could use to trade. So let's go ahead and get into what I see in the charts. QQQ sold off and after hours yesterday. Then it took a jump in pre-market this morning. So I don't know what we got going on. Anthony's in the building, aka A Deuce. What's going on? SPY, we got a gap right here. Let me highlight this with a box. I guess that's a pause. So usually gaps will fill at some point in time. Could it happen today? It can. It definitely could. But we'll see how it goes. Meet me in the building. Appreciate you for tuning in. Let's see. Let's call this pre-market gap. All right, that'll work. It's 9:31, so market is open. Janet in the building. Appreciate you for joining. Now, a lot of times what you'll witness as far as like with going for gap fills and things like that, they won't automatically just fill immediately. A lot of times the price action, it'll actually go the opposite way than what you think. So right now you would think that, in your head, okay, price should go ahead and fill this gap here. It usually doesn't happen like that. And of course, a lot of times we'll lose money. So we'll just see. Here, about to log on soon. Comment in and out. Okay, Anthony's. Make that money. You know the vibes. So usually we'll wait for the first 15 minutes. Let the market choose a direction. And then we'll play it from there. All right, shout out to everybody in the chat. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Just waiting for 9:45 so I could get a more precise idea of the market direction. Real odds in the building. What's good, bro? I really want to see this pre-market gap get filled. So in this situation, if I have more buying power, what I would do is I I would buy a put, but a few days out. Um, but as y'all see on my $75 account, I don't have a whole lot of buying power. So for those that are just joining, I have to save $5 so my investments could automatically reinvest. So I got $50 I could work with. So let us see. Yeah, in the building. You staying warm, yeah? Oh man. QQQ with the doji candle so far. Let me put this on a 5-minute chart. It's warmed up here and snow is melting. Okay. Cool. Cool beans. So what I'm looking to do is I'm going to wait the first 15 minutes and I'm going to draw the opening range box, and we'll play it from there. So I'm going to do that on SPY and on QQQ. QQQ, we do have a daily gap, well, a pre-market gap, but it's very minuscule, I should say. Market gap. Be nice if I could spell right. Now, what do I mean by pre-market gap? A gap is anywhere that your two candles don't contact each other. Either the body of the candle or like the wicks. You know, could be on the top side or on the bottom side of the candle. So when somebody refers to that, a gap or anything like that, or they say a gap fill, they're looking for the price to go in that direction to, to actually close that gap. Oh, this sounds so paused. But we gonna be grown-ups here, so should I drop more music? Why not? But this ain't really the chat for that. But thank you for tuning in. Gonna be nice this weekend one day. And one day next week's gonna be 60s. Okay. Been waiting on the warm weather to work on my Jeep. I feel you, yeah. I feel you. Let's see what SPY's doing. So I know I was talking about gap fills and stuff like that. I know some of y'all are wondering why I didn't bring the entire box of the gap up here to where the initial gap actually formed. And the reason for that is because the gap already started partially filling, so to make things a little bit simpler, I actually just moved the box to where the rest of the gap resides. What stock I want? It's funny that I'm using Robinhood. I got an alert that Robinhood dropped like 30%. Ooh-wee. So let's see if that's true or not. Let's go to a higher time frame. Sheesh. So up near the highs, it was at about $153, $154. So now we're down at about $75. Sheesh. And there's tons of gaps here. It's that time to smoke and coffee. I feel you on that. 1,000%. Yeah. I should probably take some notes on this one. Robin Hood. So what would I be looking for here? Don't want the whole horizontal line. Lower that candle is 71.87. 71. Close enough. 71.87. So at about 71.87, I would probably get it. I would actually do a leap play. Something with enough time till expiration, and that will actually cause a double bottom pattern. So yeah, I work in the afternoons. So I'll go to work at 4 p.m. So yeah, I got time. Do some arrow marks. So a double bottom pattern is going to form a W looking shape. So, boom, boom. Then that's going to come back down a touch. And then upside. So yeah. Yeah. So I'm technically second shift, so 4 to 12:30. Not ideal, but it's cool. Ain't no bosses in the building. Everything is laid back. And we just be chilling. Matter of fact, let me set an alert. Let's do an alert at that'll work. So what I just did, I set an alert. This way, if the price touches this level, it will send a notification to my phone. This way that I know that, potentially the double bottom pattern is forming. So what time is it now? 43. So we about to draw opening range. Let's see how we're looking. Less people, the better. It would be hard for me to adjust to night shift. Mostly all of my jobs I've worked have been night shift. A lot of times, at least around where I live at, the companies, they'll hire you, but you have to start on night shift first and work there for a certain amount of time. Unless, they specifically request for you to work on a different shift, on first shift, I should say. So, I mean, At the end of the day, it don't bother me either way. We got Precious in the building. What's good, Precious? She said, oh, so you used to it then? Yeah, I'm used to it. Let's change the colors. That'll work. So yeah, see SPY is looking like it's starting to sell off. It still could be a fake out. I still don't trust it. Not just yet. So I feel like SPY is gonna run back up a little bit. Cause I bet you a lot of people, they're in puts right now waiting for the price to drop. And once the price retraces, it's gonna look like it's going opposite of what people think, and a lot of time that's gonna fake them out. So we got the bottom of the range, then we got top of the range. If I could find it up there somewhere, this box, we're gonna put it back to the way it was. Change the text. Open range. Cool. Up. This gap about to fill already. That's wild. Go on ahead and retrace a little bit. So this usually happens too. See that? Everybody's in puts because they're like, okay, this gap is about to fill. So now whatever money they risk, that's going to get wiped away right now. I knew it. I knew it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to wait for a candle to close. Might not be the right move, but it is what it is. So what's the temperatures? It's a good question. So right now it's 45 degrees here. The high is going to be 55. Let's see what these options are looking like. Why is you lagging like this? Trade options, puts. So remember, I got about 50 bucks I could trade. So go and look for a 689 call. I mean a 689 put. Yeah, Coffee No Cream in the building. How you doing, Coffee? Thank you for tuning in. Now, if I actually had more money that I could trade with, I probably wouldn't go this far out of the money. Out of the money meaning, so this is where the price is at right now. So if I was to get into a play here on a put, So 693.60 something, whatever. 693 would be at the money. So this will be 1, 2, 3, 4 strikes out, 4 strike prices. In this case, $4 out of the money, which is not ideal for something like SPY, because SPY doesn't actually move a whole lot. But we will see. So it's 9:49. This candle's about to close. I want to see a retest of the opening range. Mm. Okay. So let's look at QQQ. So SPY is tanking, QQQ is probably tanking also. Not really. I'm surprised. See the QQQ pre-market gap that filled already. Let's draw the opening range. 1, 2, 3. First 15 minutes. Top and bottom. Let's find a level. That looks all right. Change the color. Let's find another level. So all I'm looking for is, where lows are. So we got level at 611.31, 607, 67. That's crazy. I missed that wick. So what's that 689 looking like? 41 bucks. Now if we get the SPY price to retrace some more, what I would do is I would hop into the 690, if the price goes down into my price range, which is $50. Which is probably not gonna do. So what we could do is, oh, it's there. So you see we have the number of contracts, the limit price. So let's say I wanted it for 40 cents, which equates to $40. I could do 0.40 and maybe it fill, maybe it doesn't. Let's go with 45. I don't think it's gonna fill low. Let's give it a shot. So we'll see. Now I could have did a market order to where it would have just filled at whatever price it was at the current time. But nah. There we go. That should fill. What is y'all doing, Robinhood? Wasn't nobody on the daily chart. Thank you very much, Trading View. Anthony's back in the building. Anthony's, don't let them people stress you out. I already know you ain't. I'm just talking a little crap. Man. Come on, SPY. Give me another wick to the upside before you tank. Yeah, this don't look like it's gonna happen. That's all right. $693.06, $693.06. So you got two touches at this $693.06 level. Where this line came from, I don't know, but that's pretty dope. Up. Let me cancel this order. Replace order. Yeah, let's go ahead, cancel that. See that's at $69 now. Then the $689 is at $53. I ain't gonna lie, I'm ill right now. So what would be the plan right now? A person would be able to, still jump into that put. But now you will want to pull back so you could get a better price. Yeah, this is bad business. Time is 9:58. Damn. So QQQ touched the after hours lows just now. 612.97, 611.30. So, QQQ might be tanking. Let's wait for 10 o'clock. So QQQ is tanking. That means SPY is tanking. Now somebody took that move from way up here. Oh, we 695 down to 692. That's significant money. So now the gap is completely filled here. So we got a strong wick on the bottom here. So let's see. Well, never mind. So usually most people, they'll think once the gap is closed that the price is just going, revert the other way, which is not the case. At least not right now. Rodney in the building, salute, bro. So what are we looking for? Bottom of this candle was 692.33. This was 692.36. That is close enough to be considered a double bottom. Yep. So let's see what Q's is doing. So let's change those puts to calls. So we got $50 to burn. I don't want to do the 696 because that's pretty far out of the money. But the way my bank account's set up. So let's do. Let's see. Let's do 34. Pull back some more, SPY. Let's do 30. All right, let me get 33 then. Let me get 33, man. Oh, it's filled. Okay. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. What's the gap? So this yellow box that I marked out, this was it's called a pre-market gap. So a gap is where the two candles don't actually contact each other in any way, be it the wicks, the ends of the candles, or anything. So this yellow box, this pre-market gap. So this was after hours yesterday. This blue box, this tan box is pre-market, which opens at 4 a.m. Eastern. So the gap was actually up here, between this candle here and then this candle. But, throughout the morning time, that gap has started to close. Pause. So that's why I moved the box down to here. So when you trade, a lot of times you'll hear people talk about gap fills and stuff like that, which you know, which did happen today. Um, you just looking to balance out the liquidity in the market. Um, and I think I got faked out with them calls. I should have knew better. Have $6 down, $9 down. Damn, that's all right. I would say we got time, but data decay. Data decay is gonna eat away at the value. Fuck, man. Let's see. QQQ is, I want to say it's reversing, but it's not. That selling wick on the top of the candle is a lot stronger than the one on the bottom. So, mm, that's it's not bad. There you go, SPY. Now, this pink line is the 200 simple move average. This line is the average of the previous 200 candles. That's all the moving average is. Let's pull up my Webull account. If I can find it. I got 34 bucks over here. Options, calls. Let's see how we look for a 1-day call instead of 0-day. So I would have to do 621 call. Mm, mm, mm. All right, so let's look at previous data. So all I'm looking for right now is a time when potentially price would reverse. So we got 1025. We had a run up, then a pullback. 1050 had a run up, then a pullback. 1110, a run up, then a pullback. 1130 run up, then a pullback. 1205 run up. 115. Okay. Yeah, this is nasty out here. I need to stop being so super bullish. Oh man. I'll be right back. Time for a coffee break. $34 more than you had, right? Yeah. On that Weevil account. Yeah. Oh, trust me, bro. I see what you be saying, man. I ain't mad about nothing. Definitely ain't mad. I'm about to go get some coffee. I'll be right back. Zo Madden in the building. What's goody, bro? So let's see if we break this downtrend. Um, Sometimes the best thing to do is just walk away from the charts. You know, I was ain't gonna lie, I was sitting here stressing like But again, like if I fail the challenge, I fail the challenge. I had an idea in my head. I'm putting forth the effort. It is what it is. Same shit, different day. Hell yeah, bro. Facts. So this is what's called an engulfing candle. So you see how the body of the green candle. Look, this is a pause because this is gonna sound crazy. Like the wide part of the candle is larger than the wide part of the previous candle. That's an engulfing candle, and that's a hell of an engulfing candle. Like, SPY, let's go. Let's go. We got a engulfing candle. I'm looking for a pullback, obviously, because what's this account looking like? Okay, 69. Okay, not bad. Okay, we got a touch on the 200 moving average. Let me move that. So let's see. Strong buying pressure here. All right, I can move that too. Like, keep on running, SPY. So down on our indicator on MACD, moving average convergence divergence indicator. So those selling bars are starting to decrease. So they went from dark red to light red, which is good. Our blue line is our trigger line. Well, that's what I call it. I don't know the correct term. The orange line is the average. So we're looking for this blue line to cross back above or cross over the orange line. So, you know what I'm saying? Anthony, Zoe speaking to you. I know you got your own thing going on. I just let you know he was speaking to you, Anthony's. Yeah, so she in the background. She's supporting while she's doing her thing at work. Anthony's is a real one. So speaking to everybody in the chat. Come on, Spy. Let's see if I see anything going on. Let's draw a line to the two wicks. Uh, so if something like this shit kind of loud. So something like this would be considered a bear flag. So you got these series of candles will be considered the flagpole. Then you're gonna get some chop like it's doing now. So what does all that mean? If we break, that ain't what I wanted. That could potentially break down. So I might do the same thing. What you teaching us today? So I mean I'm just trading. I got a $75 account I'm doing. Um what the hell am I trying to say? I'm just trading what money I have on this account so I could make it self sustain. Good morning, Brenda. Thank you for tuning in. All right, that's better. Uh, so a lot of times with trading is a lot of just seeing the same type of patterns over and over. So it's literally mostly psychological. So this is looking like it might tank. What does chop mean? Chop is sideways price action. So like as an example, something right here, you know, some people use the word chop, some people will say range bound, you know, it's all the same, but sideways price movement. You're not getting like big sweeps of price action. It's all like subtle movements. That's called chop. It's a good question, though. But so when you trade in options, chop is not good. So for an example, on an option, if like if you play, you select which expiration date you want. So if you play a 0 day expiration, which are cheaper, but they expire at the end of the trading day today. Now chop is going to kill the value of that play because data decay is data decay is time decay. So if you jump into a play and you hold it for like, let's say, an hour, even if the price doesn't move, just by you holding that play, that 0 day play for that hour, the value is not as much as it was when you first bought it. Like options is mug. Everybody speaking, but yeah, this I don't even want to look at that account. I'm gonna do it anyway. Okay, down $10. Eh, not terrible. A lot of times, just a waiting game. Um, I'm fighting my thoughts right now. Something's telling me to cut this play. See, Anthony's pops back up out of the woodworks. I told you Anthony's was in the bushes. Nah, I know Anthony's. I told everybody he was here. You good? Got another one. Nah, you do your thing. We know what it is. I wonder did Robin Hood drop to that level I made. Oh, not yet. So I chose. Well, I was looking at Robinhood because I had got an alert that it dropped 30%. So I pulled up the chart, and at the high it was at almost $154, and now it's at $73. So what I did was I waited to see the price. While I looked to see where the price had bottomed out at over here. That's where this orange line came from. And I'm waiting for a confirmation back to this orange line. And then I'm gonna try to look into some calls, some leap plays, give it a few months on the expiration if I could afford it. There you go, SPY. Let's see what we looking like once the 10:30 candle opens up. We got less than a minute. We shall see. When it gets to that first line, do you drop it? All right, which line you talking about, Zo? Because you talking about what the bottom of the box here, the range? Well, where this gap was, I should say. Is this what you talking about, Zo? Because not for nothing, if this don't go in one direction or the other, like I'm not even gonna hold this play because it's really killing my whole account if this is not gonna do nothing but chop around. But yeah, that's a good ass question, though. So remember I was talking about with theta decay. I don't exactly remember where I got in this play, but it was somewhere like around. Can't even see the price, but it was somewhere around here, 692 something, right? Now you see the prices at 693 now. So that price that spot call is at $23, and the price went up, but just from theta decay, like I ain't gonna lie, this is pissing me off. I got in at the wrong time, and I'm also holding a 0 day play like for way too long. That was way too far out of the money. So there's a lot of bad things going on. Shit is pissing me off. So technically I should cut this play, but I'm not. Cowboy, appreciate you for tuning in. What I'm gonna do is I'll cut this play if it goes down here. Go ahead, put me out my misery. Uh, Shit, man. You know, it's crazy. I wasn't even thinking. I could have averaged down. I do. I do have a couple more bucks in buying power, but oh boy, man. Let me see what this QQQ play is looking like. That's down $12. And I mean, yeah, I could go ahead and just add some more money to my accounts, but you know, where's the lesson learned in doing that? So what I need to do is let's look at the hourly time frame. Just gotta get rid of this. Ah, so so on the hourly time frame, look like it's trying to go back towards this 200 moving average, which is where it's at right now. Never mind. So you always want to look at previous days to get kind of an idea. And what it did yesterday was it broke through. It broke through and then it wicked back up. So yeah, this was actually in the beginning of the day, but that's the first candle in the white. So this candle is going to be between 10 and 11 o'clock. So today was actually looking very similar. Only thing I'm trying to figure out is where is the bottom. So let's go on the 15. Ooh, that candle looks nasty. That candle is nasty, nasty work. Now, the thing with a lot of people, what they'll do is, how I jumped into a call. I was expecting the stock price to go up. A lot of times, and I still do this too, but because I'm expecting the price to go up and it doesn't, a lot of times I would sit there, I will hop out the play, and then I would jump into the direction that the price is actually moving. That that could work if you catch a mistake, very fast. Like, let's say I was to do it right now. You're like, oh, well, okay, that's a big candle. Let me jump into a put now. A lot of times you're gonna get smoked doing that more often than not. Go back to the 5. Still tanking. 1020, 1025, 1020, 1025. I I don't know. So what would I want now? Time 1042. Uh, Why don't the music keep playing automatically? Let's see if they're changing directions for good now. So the whole middle of this candle, that's that's a whole lot of liquidity that's in the market. So put up my mobile account. So I'm looking for a February 17th, a call. But right now, the buy price is $19. So I'm going to set a limit for $17. Might not have enough money to buy it. Uh, so I put the limit order in. Now with me buying a Monday play, I think the 17th is Monday. It's Tuesday. That's going to make the the options price is going to move a lot slower, but it also is going to give you time just in case things don't go in your favor immediately. So, uh, hey, this my jam. On Friday, my car broke, ain't no driving. Okay. How long been on? I think we'll trade till about 11. because obviously there ain't much going on. Yeah, just ain't much going on. I'm going to end this here. Screw it. Appreciate y'all for stopping through. Could have been anywhere in the internet streets, but you're here. I appreciate you for that. Everybody, take care. Happy trading. Later.